Welcome to the Benz Nightshow, episode number 56, the 31st of December 2020. Mao kini ang atong ultimate episode for the year 2020, the year of the pandemic. Welcome, and I hope you are all right. I hope you're following a program tonight. Kung wala magani, you can view this tomorrow or some other time in the future, because this will be in YouTube and also on Facebook. Alright, so salamat kayo. Karon, well, it's high time you also say goodbye to the world. So to the year 2020. Sige, og na may message diha, message nyo post nyo sa YouTube or sa Facebook. Okay. Og ang primero mag-greet na tarong Happy New Year si Engineer Hilario Escudero, og ang kanuha si Mr. Rene Batyan Sela, kamusta da rin? Happy New Year. Og si Mr. Sachoynov Alborovsky, grabe yan yung Sir Choy, Sachoynov Alborovsky. Si Sylvain sa Happy New Year diya karon. Alright, so unsay inyong panahon, unsay inyong thinking, unsay inyong mga insights for the global year 2020, in the year of the global pandemic. So you can post your messages diri nato sa Facebook. It started out with the year, good year datong 2021, pero nabutan ta sa pandemic, no? Okay, so sige, please post your messages there. In the meantime, matanaw lang ta sa unsa ni tamboron sa global pandemic. There are now 82 million cases. Activate ang pen. All right. $82 million cases, 1.5 hours before the end of 2020 for Asia. 82 million cases, 849,128 as of this time, 10:14 p.m. Oh, 1,807,932 cases. That's worldwide. In the United States, grabe ha, sa una glisod patagiya po mga 30,000, 400,000, karon 19 million naman taon ng United States, 19,745,885 cases. Ang deaths in the United States, 342,414 cases. Ang sa Philippines, the Philippines, 474,064 cases. 474,064 cases. Ang deaths in the Philippines, 9,244. Sunod ang Japan, 235,786 cases. 235,786 cases, and only 3,267 deaths. Only 3,267 deaths. Let's go to Singapore. Singapore, 58,599 cases. 58,599 cases with 29 global deaths. That's Singapore. South Korea, Uy, naapsan man sa South Korea ang Singapore. Doon sa man South Korea, 60,740 cases with 900 deaths. 60,744 cases with 900 deaths in South Korea. And then Taiwan. Na-upsan ha sa South Korea ang Singapore. Taiwan, 799 cases with at least 7 global deaths. Okay, next will be Hong Kong. For Hong Kong, we have in Hong Kong, we have 8,846 cases. 8,846 cases with 148 deaths in Hong Kong. Okay, so 8,846 cases, 148 deaths. Kumusta mo din na nga so unsa inyong mga kuan ha panahon unsa inyong insights na itabo si Attorney Aina Magpali. Good evening Attorney, salamat sa inyong pag-monitor. Attorney Aina Magpali, ug Happy New Year to all the kasibya mo to Attorney Aina. And si Mr. Choi, 2020 was a very tough year but Filipino resilience still thrive. Yeah, Mr. Choi, kumusta man ang soft drinks industry sa Chanitabo? Si Nizim sa Montaño, sa Happy New Year, Attorney, salamat sa inyong pagsakripisyo para namo ang kaning tigpaminaw sa DYAB. O si Juanito Monteroyo Jr., Happy New Year, Attorney, more power sa mga kasibyan. Salamat. Alright, so sa inyong mga panahon diya makaigsanan. Inyong mga insights you can share with us. Okay. Okay, so alright, so pagsugod gyud sa January 2020 this year. Please, by the way, katong namin ang turon mo pa pag-join na to. Please comment kung sa inyo mga hindsights sa year 2020. Say, what lessons did you learn, for example? Now, pagsugod yun sa 2020, with respect sa COVID, paano gito? Ominous na gito siya. Kay, ang kining news about virus, mysterious virus in China, ato na na-discuss sa programa pa nako at that time sa DYEP nga it was an unknown pneumonia-like virus. December pa niya. In fact, pag-discuss na to, para na ko distant pa kayo ni. I even read about that artificial intelligence software nga maoy naka-predict nga there's something wrong in China sa virus nga side kay ang ilang artificial intelligence software which was based in a company based in Canada naka-conclude na naay sort of an epidemic or whatever mysterious virus nga naroon sa China. Gipredict sa ilang software. By ang software sa AI nag-monitor sa mga Twitter, Google, Facebook, etc. So ako nag-discuss ang programa mysterious virus. Okay, remember every night mag-discuss sa international news. Nisingkin lang nako na mid-January sa dihang December 31, which is today, anniversary. December 31 in 2019. Finally, miangkon ang China that there's a mysterious virus affecting people in China. And they didn't know anything about it. China reported this to the World Health Organization. Now, at the time, pag-report nila, nagawas ng istorya mga January 2 na January 3. At the time, gikuyawan ako because I had that idea nga this must be a very fatal virus. This must be a very fatal virus. You know why? I think you know why. You know why? Because China is a very proud communist country. It's a very proud communist country. And therefore, China will never accept, declare, own up, or confess that it has a virus and that a country as big as China, with all the resources of China, remember it's the second biggest economy in the world, with all its resources, with all its 1.2 billion people and top scientists, and yet they own up that there's a virus which they cannot control. So kung ang China mo ang na ginana, iyan ang giton iyang pride. It swallowed its pride. It swallowed its, it put its brave face despite of its resources and research. Now remember, they're also able to send research laboratories to the moon, roving laboratories to the moon. So China is not an ordinary simple country. It's a huge country, technologically advanced, and yet it owned up that as of December 31, exactly 1 year ago, 2019, it acknowledged, it confessed to the World Health Organization that there's a virus that they cannot cure, they cannot contain. Mayroon na ganin China na, that means grabe na. In fact, at that time, I was thinking siguro ang namatay China to, at that time, mga 10,000 na siguro. Of course, they just, pa kung namatay, may lang istorya. Namatay sa January pa. But it's a communist country. Hatag, i-presume nila, hadlock mo nilang how many doctors for releasing that information. There's a SARS-like virus. Now, karon, after a few months later on, ningon na angko ng China nga the first patient was in November. Uy, November 10, November 18. November na ganap. Programa pa ko dilan ha. So dili na ko ano to, no? Di na ordinaryo na nga November pa di ay. So, o sabutan ng November pa di ay. Sabutan na, kadi na November. It must have been October. Must have been October. So, kung October na, in hindsight, I might have been one of the first Filipinos to have contracted the COVID virus. Maybe. Because, remember, I was in Hong Kong October last year. Yeah, ako na share nyo ako mga photos where I dined at the highest restaurant in Hong Kong in terms of elevation. No, the tallest building in Hong Kong and the highest restaurant there in the Ritz-Carlton, the Ritz-Carlton. Basta the Ritz Hotel. I think Ritz-Carlton Hotel ang ano. I had lunch there. Yeah. Kan October, grabe pa na ang mga mga protests. So, pagbalik na, if I remember, right, dahil ako siguro na, I need to check my timelines. Pagbalik na ko from Hong Kong, I was just there for less than a week. I think I got down with the flu. It was very severe that si Dr. Iris Lastimosa, I visited their house, Leo, even gave me a mask. Surgical mask. So, and I felt that fever was very destructive in a way. Because I remember shivering, etc. Now, I don't remember whether I lost my sense of smell or taste. Wala siguro. Because, when I started having the fever, I already drank the, this one, the Humanity AVX. At the time, ang ADSX ang siyang gagamit ato, pero a few months later, it became, I built a new one called Humanity, based on the ADSX. So, igagaw ng ADSX of Humanity. So, I think that was already COVID without me knowing it. That was still October. Kaya umingon ganyan China nga December 31 ilang i-declare. Di nila kaya. That's not really the beginning of it. Maybe, in fact, November na nato, diba? Na nato record. So, maybe October, din na siya. Maybe September, October. In fact, nakadungog sa kuana, kabantay sa kuana diri sa Pilipinas magkaigsunan. Nga daghang namatay og pneumonia. I have many friends or relatives na dunggan ako nang amatay ilang mga ginikanan og pneumonia. This was sometime October, November. Yeah, in fact, I mentioned this to one of my friends. Nga nung namatay og pneumonia? Uy, may matay og pneumonia gud ron. What did I mean by walay mamatay og pneumonia? This was about last year, October, November. Why mamatay og pneumonia? Because namatay mga standard anti-bacterial nga mga kuan sa pneumonia, antibiotics. Pero actually, I made that observation. October, November, December. Nakadugog pa pneumonia, namatay. Kung ay mamatay pneumonia rong panahon na, because pneumonia is so common, we already have the proper antibiotics for it. Very expensive, but there are antibiotics for it. Na mo na giingon ako yun na. Posible na mamatay pneumonia. I made this comment, wala pa ning COVID popularized. So I don't know about you, pero naminaw ko ron sa inyong na. So you can actually post your messages. Si Dongski naminaw, Ray Pilingon, naminaw po na ito ron, Happy New Year. Si Felipe Menyoza, si Talamban, Sana Molina. So, nakaingon ko nga, why matay yung mo niya ron? Wa pa na po maling kay, of course, wa pa naman noon. So, December 31, ningingon na sila nga, WHO, ningon na ang China, kuti ko mo to, ni kay WHO pa imo, China pa imo, di ginamang ko nga na sila ikuan. So, grabe, ako, in my mind, grabe na gini. This is really very deadly. This is very fatal. Di ka na namatayan eh. Kay ordinarily, China will never admit that it cannot cure a disease. Admit na sila for many times na. Mabiya itong October, matulagi November, ng pagawas to ng mga kuwan sa China, sa WeChat nga, mga doctors, niyo lagi nga kuwan ko no, sa China. Ay murag kuan, so gikiya sila rumor mong giring or spreading rumors or spreading false information ng mga doktor. Eventually katong doktor na namatay ito sometime in March pa to, April, sa COVID, Dr. Lee. So pag kuan na sa January, pag first week na sa January, gidungog na mysterious kung sa China. Now, nag-debate na to sila kung isarado ba o dili. And then, I went to Hong Kong for the Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year. When I was there sa Chinese New Year, last year, early this year, murag last Saturday of January. After for Chinese New Year, kanang mura ba ko nadungog naman na ang debates 1 week before the Chinese New Year, 2nd week of January. Ipangsirado ba ang mga deadlines? Ang mga deadlines naman, ang mga borders. Sirado ba ang mga borders sa China? Okay. Ang Hong Kong ang Taiwan misira na yun. I think South Korea. Ang Hong Kong nagdebate sila isira ba? You know why? Because China is the lifeblood of Hong Kong. And second, there are 7 borders, 7 entry points from China into Hong Kong by land, air, and sea. 7 entry points. And of course, okay, Hong Kong accessible man by train. Most of the travel from China to Hong Kong is by train. So, kung naan na tong mga COVID virus, SARS-CoV-2 virus, later on galang SARS-CoV-2 virus, naan na to siya sa China, October pa, naana na to sa Hong Kong. So, why siguro kung daghan ang namatay sa Hong Kong due to pneumonia, pero walang ma-discover nga COVID, na di ay ito. Kaya wala man ito accept sa China. Remember, China accepted it December 31, 2019, exactly 1 year ago today. So, October, November, daghan na to. So, katong 2nd week of January, and the debate was already whether they're going to shut down the borders between Hong Kong and China, the entry points. Ang Hong Kong government dili gid gusto kay everything comes from China. Ilang mga pagkaon, ilang mga bugas, tanan. Of course, for kuban para na imported foods from other countries, but basically China. Mga isda nila ka China, tanan. Okay, China. So they didn't want to shut it down because of the damage to the economy. Ang entry points. And during the Chinese New Year, China itself shut down Wuhan, Hubei province for the Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year to last Saturday, I think the last Saturday of January this year, 2020. I was there at that time. So, Hong Kong was still debating, but while they were debating the entry points from China, gisira na, nag-anam-anam nagsira, gi-cancel na Hong Kong Marathon, gi-cancel na ang fireworks, gisirado na ang Ngongping cables, ang Golden, atong Big Buddha, Giant Buddha, isirado na ang Ocean Park, isirado na ang Disneyland. Ang abri lang at the time when I was there, ang katungkuan, giabri nila ang Taipo Nature Park. So dito lang ko nga to sa Taipo Nature Park. So eventually, gi-shut down good ang border sa China entry points, pero it took a long time for them. 1 or 2 weeks decision. Ang Taiwan, gisira sila dayon, Singapore misira, o South Korea. But, remember this, daghan ang nakasud sa October, November, December, January. From China into South Korea, into Taiwan, into Japan. Okay, remember, ang Chinese biya mabi biggest tourist customers ani mga nasura in Asia. So daghan ang nasud from even directly from Wuhan to the Philippines. Mabitong the first death, COVID death outside of China was in the Philippines. Remember that. Kita na unag namat yan. So fortunately at that time, tungod sa SARS, experience mo sa SARS 17 years before. Kaya ba, ang tanang taga Hong Kong, immediately nagmask gina sila dayon. In fact, during the flu season, magmask ng taga Hong Kong. Kabantay mo mga turista to Hong Kong, gikan Japan. Gikan sa Hong Kong, Japan, Korea, mga Pilipinas, mag-surgical mask na sila. Even if wala epidemic. Normal na nila magmask to protect themselves and to protect others from themselves. So ako nagmask na sad ko, di pa okay ba magamit sa mask ato surgical masks. But I was able to buy the masks here in the Philippines na kay nadungog naman to nga nag-shortage na sa Hong Kong ng masks. Shortage ng toilet paper. So pag abot na ako sa Hong Kong, nagmask na ko daan, nagmask na mga tao. Kung naanay natakda nga matay ato, at that time, gi-assign dato sa pneumonia. So, probably, there were already hundreds of people dead in Taiwan, South Korea, Japan, Hong Kong, and the Philippines. Nga gitawag lang nato pneumonia. Okay. Oh, by the way, huwag na mo yung mga insights sa 2020, i-post niyo sa YouTube, i-post niyo sa Facebook. Kung basahon, what did you learn sa atong 1 year of COVID? Okay. Okay, please post your insights. What did you learn 2020 year? So, muna to. Dito sa Hong Kong, mask naman tanan. So, the transmission there, marang mapugan gani mo. Kaon mig mga restaurants, McDonald's, mga fast food, sakay mig train, I even rode in trains nga wadyo kibaw nga it exists in Hong Kong kay usually dito ko sa Hong Kong naram ko sa mga city lines, mga trains na pamilya mga LRT nila nga land base aka na bang normal road street level kay ang Hong Kong magod it's either up high or na sa underground ang ilang mga channels, no? Ang ilang mga railroad tracks. So, ang mga tao dito, conscious na sila, sirado na, but nagmask automatically. Itong pagkuha na nga COVID ay, nagsugod nag-reporting sa COVID, gamay pang sa Hong Kong. In fact, until now, pila ilang deaths, 100 kapit. Ang Taiwan, hangtod karon 7 ng Japan. Singapore, 29, di ba? Ang pagbalik na ko sa Cebu, nagmasks na ko. Kung nakita mo na ako, nag-program ko sa DYAB, nagkainomdo mo, February, first week sa February, nagmask na ko. On my show. Uban yan mo kauban, mahadlok nga lang ang mask ka, nakasakit ko. Wala pa kay sakit, pero nagmask lang ko para di mo matakdan ako or ako di ko matakdan ninyo. Tag-mask na ko ito. And then, mana to nga, during February, first week sa February, nagsige na mag-discuss ano mga COVID. Kami, John Ray na nila, birthday ni John Ray, meeting dito. In fact, sa birthday ni John Ray, na namatay sa usa ka hospital diri. Ang giingon nga pneumonia. Ako nagduda na ko nga COVID na to. Pneumonia lagi butang. Wa patay mga tests for wala to. Rapid test, etc. So, since February, kung sa mata nag-shutdown, March bata nag-shutdown sa Pilipinas, I was against the shutdown because experience nako, based on my personal experience, the lockdown will be very economically costly and it will not really have such a huge impact. Mask, wash your hands, etc. Social distancing, that is it. That's not that. So, karon ang netabuan na ni ron nga namatyan na sa Pilipinas pero walang gihapon ta nagkuano dugay pa sira ang China pero again ang ato bang pag-convince ang mga tao dugay pa sa pag-mask o sa distancing. And then tungod sa kapaspas niya, by the way, nasa ko inibawaan lately, karon pa ko nakibaw this month. Nasa ko akong acquaintance nga, gikan siya US, agi siya Hong Kong, pag abot niya, pagbalik gikan sa Hong Kong, nag-ubo-ubo siya, nag-flu siya diri. So, it could have been that he also got the COVID-19. This is first week of December last year, 2019, in Hong Kong. So, by that time, for me, ako lang yung pagtukan na October, November, December, nagkatap na worldwide ang COVID. Iba na hindi ka mga research reports akong na-report ninyo nga deto'y COVID, January pa na COVID, di ba? Sa US. Karon lang may pa, working backwards ang gatong mga blood samples ang nangamatay ilang i-recheck. So that's the basic point nga. We didn't take it seriously. But people in Japan, Hong Kong, China, South Korea, Singapore, they already began wearing masks and they kept away from each other. But they did not shut down their trains or buses. In fact, sa Hong Kong, trains and buses, even until now, there's no alternate seats, etc. Wala. Basta makuha na lang yun ka. Mask na lang yun ka. So, kamo din na, unsa inyong na-learn, notice or observation sa, i-post nila sa atong post yung messages sa Facebook o sa YouTube. Sa itong chat room. So, ako mismo, nakaagi man kong SARS. O nakaagi kong COVID, diba? So, pag COVID, in fact, pag Di pa man na COVID mo nga na to sa una, basta mysterious China virus. Dito sa Hong Kong, gakuha na gyud ko ato. Tinuod na gyud ko masks gyud. Kay wa may mawa og mask na. In fact, you're keeping yourself safe and your family safe. But in hindsight, dili sa January or sa Chinese New Year problema nako. I think natakdan ako October pa because I was also in Hong Kong in October last year, October 2019. So ata murag din ako nasakit ana October. Matod pa ni Sir Choi, actually lisod pa to ang mga tao nga lethal ang COVID. Mas Pilipinas man di kay ta ko ano. Manlo. Ang US, man din akong sabtan sa US. Hala, gahi mo ko, di mo mutuos mas, di mo tawag social distancing, you didn't take it seriously. So, namatyan sila 340,000 already. Every night na news at TV na dito, na nangamatay. Na namatay tungod kay nag-Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving in November. I think, pila man na, 3rd Friday ba na siya? Of November. So, nakuan ba? Na sakit sila, nakamatay yung taon. Dagang mga politiko namatay. I think si General Lim ba to? Sixto Brillantes. Dagang mga kuan, ato si Alvarez, si Gerson Alvarez, nakamatay ni COVID. So, atong mga relatives, they don't take it seriously. Ako, I take it seriously. Whenever I go out, I visit my relatives. Mask yapon ko. Tantod karon, mask yapon ko. Now, again, as I discussed 2 or 3 nights ago, last week. Last week ba to? Saan to? Friday. The technique is really to conduct mass testing using the very cheap rapid test. Para may bawa na to, asa na ang areas nga not penetrated. It doesn't have to be nga current infection. The past infection is also important from an epidemiological, from a public health management point of view. Ako na nang-discuss ito. So kita sa Pilipinas, mag-serious, ako nag-serious na ko, nagsige na ko mask. Again, kung nakita lang sa programa na ko, gamask na ko. Panang mask mandate. Pero ako, nagkuhan lang yun ko kay, who knows, no? Natakdan ta sa Hong Kong, it's possible. Now, ang atong ekonomiya is, of course, based on consumer consumption. If we don't allow people to consume, then our economy will not recover. You know, our economy is not supported by the businessmen or the government. 80% of the economy comes from the spending of the consumers. Wala nga ang hyperwage na proven during the lockdown. Because hyperwage is about consumer consumption. If there's no consumer consumption, then there's no income for the economy. Diba? So, sana, New Year na to ron. Umana itong New Year. Umana itong year. Padong na to sa New Year. Kumusta naman mo niya? Kumusta naman mo niya? I know busy no preparation sa New Year, which is about an hour from now, 2021 na. So, Happy New Year yung tanan. The vaccine, pa man ang vaccine, I'm just very happy makaigsunan that I have contributed in a way by helping people nga na COVID. Maybe 100 people already. COVID, natabangan to sa itong humanity, no? This is the sticker for the humanity. More ang battle sila ng tubig. My experience with humanity, ako lang nasayangan sa katong Garcia brothers because I could have helped them. Walang good miscommunication or whatever. Kaya kato ba si Marlon Garcia, Mayor Marlon Garcia was my classmate in law school. Classmate mi, amigo mi Marlon. We're really close friends to the point nga ang katong mga sekreto ni Marlon sa estudyante pa may kaibaw ko. Kami mag-inom-inom ato, magkita-kita. Okay, si Jayam Sarabillo, Happy New Year. Yung 4th month sari ko no sa Cibia TV. Ni The Remedios, naminap na to. Happy New Year. Matupan ni Mr. Choi with the new COVID strain. 2021 still a big challenge for us. Tagyo ka, Choi. The new strain mas paspas siya mo takot. Kaya mas paspas siya mo takot, mas dagang mamatay. Although it's not as fatal, pero dagang ipong mamatay. Not as fatal doesn't mean nga no fatality. Ay po. Kung mas paspas siya, believe niya ko na. Ako mutuo ko nga gikan nag-laboratory ning ko na sakita. Until now, I cannot believe China has not identified patient number 0. Sa Germany, may bawang ilang patient 0. China, dapat may bawang na ng patient 0. Yung katong ipang-cremation ko no sa mga China funeral homes, di ba? At the time, China ni Klein, mamatyan sila 5,000. Ang expectations sa abang tao na matyan na kuno sila of 200,000. Which is probably true. Sa US bitaw ni abot mag 30,000 na namatay. Dali ra kayo. Sa China probably 200,000 na namatay. Walang isulti na to kay Communist China controls information. In fact, na yung mga doktor nga gipang priso, ay mga doktor nga gisuspended tungod lang kay gi-share nila ang genetic sequence sa SARS-CoV-2 nga virus. Sharing, that's sharing, dapat open ang sharing mo. Manong suko man siya. Itangtangan man sa iyang privileges, rights and privileges ang doktor nga may share sa genetic sequence sa RNA, sa SARS-CoV-2 virus. So, muna siya mga istorya na to ba nga, lisod na to kung ano ni. Para ba maman, we're still in the middle of it. So again, my hope na lang is, like, my relatives, etc., kung mga sakit sila, hilantay sila, mainom rin sila sa humanity VX. Naiuban nga, nagpasalamat na ako kay natabangan ako. I mentioned to you already 2 billionaires based in Cebu ilang companies who are using Humanity VX for their family, for their employees. For their family and for their employees. So, kung muduhono ka, ako lang point mo kay sir, pangwala lang din may. Well, get my number. Okay, mas may nang makatabang ko ninyo kaya di mo matabangan ako niya mga matay mo. Loy ka tong uban nga ako man. Matod pa ni Mr. Choi, gikan ni laboratory, negosyo ni, ang mask business lang daan, $1 billion na. Mask lang na, kung sa mask sa natang vaccine. Si Mr. Choi sa Humanity VX. Kinalang na mo stock ko eh. Okay. Kung mabalhin akong buhol, I don't know, malahos pa kung bahin akong buhol. Naglipo pa ko sa offer dito. It's possible nga January to anak ko dito. Anyway, all I'm saying is, although dili ko doktor, dili sad ko magpa-FDA, pero og na may problema, I can help you. And it's really true. I've already helped more than 100 COVID patients, including doctors nga nag-COVID dito sa Mindanao. I really want to help you, so paano lagi tayo? Let me help you. Maragin na ako ninyo. So, you know, the cure for dengue is here. By the way, the dengue si Attorney Acosta ang head ba sa PAO, Public Attorney's Office. Gilubong dahil this week ang iyang kuan. Pag umangkon, nga na-injection ng Divac siya nga namatay, kuan sa forensic laboratory sa PAO, cerebral hemorrhage yun. So, maunay usas problema sa vaccine. Ang Dingvaxia vaccine, although dili mo angkon ang Sanofi, dili mo angkon ang Department of Health, pero kining mga forensics gikan sa Public Attorney's Office, there's some data there. Makaingon yun ko nga maybe Dingvaxia really caused the hemorrhage. Pariham sila tanan. Ang ilang common is the Dingvaxia vaccine. So, it's really possible na nangamatay ang Dingvaxia. Pila, 161st na namatay ang pag-umangkon mismo sa Public Attorney's Office. Now, ako, daga na sa kong Dingvaxia nga patients nga na-injection ng Dingvaxia. Nagdinggi ako. Patient sila, estudyante sila, pupil sila, injection lang sila Dingvaxia. 1 dose man to, di ba, sa Cebu. And then, a few months later, nag-dengue. And I have helped those patients, save them. So dengue, I can help you. I can help save you. Also, COVID, I can help you. So maraming akong parting message for you, mga. For me, even if you don't believe me, even if I'm not a doctor, but I have helped people. So for 2021. Don't forget my number, because it might be a matter of life and death for you, for dengue and for humanity. And here's our hope for humanity for year 2021. Thank you and a happy new year. See you. Bye. Tanaw sa natin yung misis na problema si Degla Liben. Si Mr. Che, mag-distributor na lang ko na siya. Alright, so thank you and good night. Happy New Year. This is J. Benz, episode number 56, the 31st of July 2020, this COVID year, exactly 60 minutes from now. Happy New Year. Bye.